We're with Heather at Bow Wow and Woofs out at the Birch Bay Square Market, and we have Siren as well. Siren always loves coming into Bow Wow and Woofs because she knows she's going to get treats. So,
good girl. Yes.
Tell us about your store. How long have you been here, Heather?
So I've been in Birch Bay Square for 17 years.
Okay, so that's a pretty good haul.
2 years before that, I was in Blaine at the big market.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you have a wonderful store here, and obviously a love, and I would say even just in talking with you before we started recording, a true passion for the canine species.
Yes.
And tell us a little bit about Tally. You were telling me about Tally. This is a great story.
So Tally is my boy that's on the show circuit. He is 2.5. He was born on the Big Island of Hawaii, and he is now the number 2 Cairn in the country.
Okay.
He's number 2 Cairn Terrier. He won our national roving specialty in Del Mar in California in February, which gives him an automatic berth to Westminster next year.
Oh, that's the big one. That's the Super Bowl of dog shows.
That is the Super Bowl of dog shows.
I think it's on this. They air it on the same day as the Super Bowl too. I think.
It's
actually.
May.
Oh,
it's
okay.
May actually.
Okay.
This year it's May 13th and 14th, I believe.
I think I'm thinking of the Puppy Bowl.
Yeah, you are thinking of the Puppy Bowl. Yeah, there's a little bit of difference there. Yeah, the Westminster's actually held at the tennis grounds at Billie Jean and Arthur Ashe Stadium.
Oh my! And you're going to get to go.
I will get to go next year. Yeah.
Okay, and that's an experience. Just an entire experience, right?
It
Beyond
is.
just the show.
It
It's kind of
is.
like the Kentucky Derby, maybe?
It is. It is. It's by invitation. So the top 5 of each breed are invited.
Okay.
And then if they are a national specialty winner, she says, I want one of those. They're also invited.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where did your love of pets and animals begin?
Always have. I'm actually from a horse background.
Okay.
I started in horses, but also always have had dogs and been involved with cairns for over 25 years. I've had Labradors, I've had West Highland White Terriers. Yes, I've had a lot of different dogs.
I'm a big dog guy.
Yes.
Do you find that people are that way? They're either big dog people or small dog people?
So a lot of people that say they're a big dog person and then they get a small dog.
I think that's kind of where we're at. Since we're getting a little older now, I think, we love our girl, but
Yes.
I think we might be looking at our next dog. Maybe
Yeah, that
being
happens a
smaller
lot,
dog.
that people say, no, I really don't want a small dog, and then a dog finds them. You don't really pick the dog, they pick you. And then it's love at first sight.
Yes,
Yep.
absolutely. Well, you have a wonderful store here.
Thank
Again,
you.
we are in Birch Bay Square Market.
Yes, and I'm tucked in a corner.
Yes, yeah. But if you do a little looking, you can find it. It's a great way to get out and walk your dog a little bit, to come
It
into the
is.
store. And of course, pets are welcome in here.
Absolutely.
On a leash.
On a leash.
What's your favorite thing about running this store?
Getting to meet a lot of beautiful dogs and people.
Right.
It really is. Being able to help,
Yeah.
as much as I can.
Do you find that people will get into, and this isn't an indictment by any means, it just happens, that people will get into a situation of owning a dog and maybe not know what they were getting into?
Yes.
And I think that's where you can be here to help, correct?
I do. I try and help as much as I can with that.
What are some of the most common overlooked things that you see?
People don't realize that whatever a dog was initially bred to do, they don't go far from that.
Okay.
So if you have a dog that is high energy, was bred to herd cattle, and then you want them to be a couch potato, that's difficult. Because
So doing
they
a little
have
research is
Do
important.
some research. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So when people come into your store, I asked you earlier when we were talking, and you said that the foods and the snack sections are probably
Treats
the most popular
and toys, yeah.
section.
And then I would say harnesses, another part, yeah. I help fit their dogs with harnesses.
We've been seeing temperatures warm up
Yes.
here over the last several years, and we need to take our canine pets, our friends, into consideration when that
Yes.
happens.
So we have something called a cool coat.
Cool coat. Well, let's go see a cool coat.
Yeah. These are cool coats.
Okay.
You soak them in water and they wear them.
Think you'd like that, girl? I bet you she would.
Yeah, and it keeps their chest cool, but it also keeps the extremities. And this particular one, you can wear a harness underneath.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah, the leash. This is a little bit more tight fitting, so if you're doing a dog with like agility or something along that line, this is sort of the sports edition of it.
So it's just like a human, keep the core cool.
You got it.
You're going to keep the animal cool.
I'm just gonna help her out.
The food, the treats, that's important, but let's
The
have some
toys.
fun.
You got it. So this is Fluff and Tough, and they make all kinds of critters, from chipmunks to squirrels to lions, tigers, bears, and of course,
And they're named.
yes,
Right?
each of them has a name. So this one here is Harriet the Hedgehog.
I told Mary Jane, I said, that's the job I want. Naming dog toy stuffed animals.
Absolutely. This is Violet.
Violet Unicorn.
Yeah, Violet the unicorn. Leo the lion, of course.
And then lake trout or something. There was a
There
lake trout
was a
somewhere.
lake trout. I think
Yeah.
she got my last one, but this is a salmon,
Yeah, it's
and
a red-
this is cedar.
Cedar the red salmon.
Yeah.
Or sockeye, I guess.
Yes,
Right on.
Yeah.
And a huge assortment too. And that's,
there is.
I can tell you when I first walked into your store, Heather, being a small mom and pop shop,
Yes.
you don't expect to walk in and see this selection. You've curated quite the selection here of merchandise.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always been one of these people that I don't like to walk into a store and there's nothing in it.
Right.
So, yeah, the more the merrier, I think. You need a lot of selection.
So we have treats, we have toys, we have everything for the diet. I know something that's really kind of gained steam here over the last decade, I'll say, has been the raw food diets.
Yes.
And what kind of selection do you have there? Because I know people.
I
and
actually
the,
feed raw.
And the positives and the negatives of it.
Yes. So raw feeding, on the whole, it's not for every dog. Sometimes dogs, when they're older, will actually stop eating raw, and then I go to a gently cooked food.
Okay.
But for raw itself, the raws that I carry have no synthetic vitamins and minerals in them, which is important, and they're all organic or free range.
Okay.
Yes.
So you want to feed your dog just like you feed yourself, right?
Absolutely, and they like variety just like we do.
Yeah,
I mean,
I've noticed that with her.
Yeah, absolutely. They don't want to eat Cheerios every single day.
Right.
The same type.
Yeah.
And if you are going to feed kibble, then rotate your kibbles. Rotate
Okay.
the proteins, unless there's a health reason that you're not doing it.
We kind of talked about it, but being a dog owner and a dog friend comes with some serious responsibility. They don't have opposable thumbs. There's certain things that a dog just can't do.
Correct.
And obviously, leashing your pet, I love to let her run free where it's responsible, but leashes, collars, being a responsible dog owner, you have lots of stuff here to keep the dog comfortable and yourself
Yes.
comfortable.
Yeah. So one of the companies that I carry is Timberwolf. And what I like about Timberwolf is they're substantially made. Their buckles are good buckles, but they're made in Colorado.
Okay.
And they're made out of sequoia, and as they're worn, they become softer. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So they come in a number of different colors and sizes, and then of course they also have the leashes.
Yeah. So a lot of thought goes into what you put in your store. I can tell.
Absolutely. Yeah. If I'm not willing to use it on my own dogs, it doesn't come in here.
Right.
Absolutely. What's nice about a round is because people always question why it's not flat. One, you can use it differently on a dog. You can actually wrap them.
Well,
So
here,
you
Siren, you can model
Let's
for us.
model, Siren.
Yeah.
So you clip it
She's
in
thrilled,
the
I
front.
can tell.
Good girl. And then if you're having a hard time controlling your dog when you're going somewhere,
Oh, okay.
there you go. And
So
it
it's a
doesn't cut
little
in.
makeshift harness.
It's like a makeshift harness. Yeah.
Huh. What do you think? Is that comfy?
But it's nice. It doesn't cut into them and it doesn't cut into you.
I like that, yeah.
Yeah. Good girl, Siren. Good job.
Good job. We talk about responsibility, and I think probably one of the biggest responsibilities that dog owners pass on is
Absolutely.
the poop, right? And it's just the responsible and right thing to do if you're a dog owner.
Yes. Yeah, but you don't want it going into your water source.
Right. Exactly. Well, it's not healthy for the dog.
It's not healthy for us. It's not healthy for anybody. When you're walking, you're treading it into your house.
Mm-hmm.
But as I say, the water source is the big part. People think that it's dog poop, it'll just break down, but it comes with organisms. So, yeah,
It's called
definitely.
waste for a reason.
You got it.
All right.
You got
And
it.
we have plenty of supplies over here
Yes,
as well
lots
to
of
take
poopy
care
bags.
of that and keep it nice and clean and sanitary.
And they're environmental.
All right. Okay. Well, Heather, we'll make this our closing statement. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
All right.